Welcome to my video blog. Everyone's going on holidays next week. This is a 2-week blog, and so welcome to davegilpin.com. How are you? Last week I was in Barcelona for 4 days for my anniversary, which is on Sunday. 23 years marriage, can you believe it? I can. And we had a great time. So good just to get away, and good psychologically just to refresh the brain. Even though I'm feeling good in my spirit, it's made me more well-rounded, and a good way to finish the year and to start 2009. I'll tell you a funny thing is that we've just released our first ever album from Hope City Church. It's called Devoted, and I think it's brilliant. And you know, it's all chilled out. It's completely different to all the uptight, upbeat, trying to be larger than life type stuff that's out there. And but I sent it out to a lot of people and heard very little response from what I sent out. And I was starting to doubt the album, thinking maybe it's not as good as I think it actually is. Do you know what I mean? When you do something by yourself, or one group of people do something, you can actually think it's brilliant. You know, like the guys from the X Factor, you can actually think that you can sing, that the thing's brilliant, but it's not as brilliant as you think. And I was thinking that it's not as brilliant as we thought because we'd done it without outside pairs of eyes looking in. And I was starting to doubt my confidence, you know, and starting to think, well, maybe it's not that good, and etc., because of a lack of seeming response to it. Anyway, I got my confidence back, thinking the reason why it's brilliant isn't because it's brilliant in excellence, it's because it's brilliant because we've decided to go down a course that really is us, that it brings out the genius of who we are, the originality of who we are. And whenever somebody does that, it's always going to have the X factor on it, and it's the beginning of something, you know, of many years of creative brilliance. A bit like when I did a video of the Great British Generosity Experiment, when I went down to London to find out how much money beggars make, how much money charity workers make, how much money. And even though nobody wanted the television pilot, no one was interested in it, it was the beginning of, well, my transformation, my reinvention from being Mr. Boring Pastor to being who I am today. You know, it's 4 years later. And so the album is the beginning of something. It's creativity, it's who we are, it's brilliant, and I've got my confidence back. And I just found out yesterday that people were actually responding to the album, but they were responding on different sections of our multimedia, on the inboxes and the comments, and there was a whole string of comments in that, which I hadn't seen. I thought everybody either is jealous of what we've done, probably not, or everybody, you know, people think things but they don't respond, and, you know, my machination was, well, no, maybe nobody likes it. And but it was all coming down through some other means I knew nothing about. But sometimes God tests you with silence. You know, you're looking to impress people, you're looking to get people to like what you do, and you're met with a wall of silence. And I think sometimes when that happens, it's so that you can regain your confidence, not in the approval of people, but in the approval of God. And so I kind of feel like I've got my zip back. I feel like it doesn't matter what people think. I haven't done it to impress, I've done it to help people, and I've done it because that's an expression of who we are, and it felt right, felt good. And but I just got a phone call from John Kirkby from CAP, Christians Against Poverty, and he said, you know, when I got the album, I thought it was just going to be another rock and roll piece, because he gets sent loads of albums from all around the world, and he's been playing it for 3 days solid. And he said, thank you so much for its refreshment of my spirit. And I'm thinking, that is why we did it. And so anyway, that's been my personal testimony. And so here we are at the end of the year. This doesn't suit me Christmas time because everything unwinds, church isn't full on, people are away on holidays, but I've just got to change gears. I've got to learn to be a good gear changer at Christmas time, and also in July and August, and maybe beginning of September. Good gear changer. You know, you've got to learn to change between gears as a leader or as a Christian. Otherwise, if you're just one gear, you're going to either burn yourself out or not be able to you know, be as well-rounded as you ought to be. So anyway, I'm changing gears. Here I am changing gears, about to say goodbye. Have a great Christmas, and we'll see you in the new year. And let's hope 2009, let's believe it's the best year ever for all of us. And we're on the verge of great things in God. Have a good time. See ya. Bye.